the prison that never existed, decoding Tom and Jerry's nightmare loop. Jerry is drowning. Tom saves him. Jerry wakes up. Tom is in prison. Jerry wakes up again. And somewhere between these fractured moments, the entire cartoon stops being a cartoon at all. Because what you just watched wasn't a story about a cat and mouse. It was a diagram of a broken mind trying to solve a problem it can't even see. And the moment you understand what Tom was actually escaping from, every single loop, every repeated awakening, every cockroach becomes a clue to something far darker than you realized. On the surface, this looks like typical Tom and Jerry chaos. Jerry nearly drowns. Tom rescues him. But then we're yanked into what seems like a dream sequence, where Tom is a prisoner, desperately trying to escape. He wakes Jerry up. Jerry wakes himself up. The police arrive. Tom gets arrested. Then we cut to an entirely different scenario about hunting a cockroach that spirals into its own bizarre conclusion. Random, right? Just another day in cartoon logic. Except nothing in this transcript is random. Every transition, every abrupt cut, every wake-up command is functioning as narrative misdirection, because the video isn't showing us different events. It's showing us the same event refracted through multiple layers of consciousness, each one trying to process a trauma that happened at the very beginning. And that trauma, it's still happening. Jerry never stopped drowning. Let's go back to the opening. Jerry screams for help. He's drowning. Tom pulls him out. Jerry thanks him. Clean, heroic, simple. But then immediately, Tom is commanding Jerry to wake up. Not asking, commanding. Wake up, Jerry. Why would a rescuer need to wake up someone he just saved? Because the rescue didn't work. Jerry is still underwater. And what we're watching is Tom's psychological projection of what he wishes had happened, played out while Jerry's actual body is still submerged, still dying. The prison Tom finds himself in isn't a building, it's guilt. He sees himself as a prisoner because he failed. He's trapped in the moment of Jerry's drowning, and the only way out, his mind tells him, is to escape, to find the exit, to somehow undo what's already done. When he mutters, "I think I've taken the wrong road," he's not talking about corridors. He's talking about the choice he made seconds before Jerry went under. The choice that led to this. Now watch what happens when the police arrive. They announce that Tom escaped from prison, but Jerry immediately contradicts the entire premise by saying, "Tom saved me? The authorities don't care?" The narrative doesn't care, because in a guilt-driven hallucination, logic doesn't matter. What matters is punishment. Tom must be the villain. Tom must be caught. Even though Jerry himself testifies to the rescue, the story demands Tom be imprisoned because that's what his subconscious believes he deserves. And then Jerry wakes up again. "I woke up. I'm feeling better." Except he's not better, because 20 seconds later, we're not in a prison anymore. We're hunting a cockroach. The entire setting has changed, but the emotional pattern hasn't. Tom is still chasing something he can't catch. He's still trapped in repetition. He's still failing. The cockroach isn't a cockroach. It's the same escape Tom was chasing in the prison. It's the same drowning he couldn't stop. It's the thing that keeps slipping away no matter how many times he lunges for it. Here's where it gets truly unsettling. In the cockroach sequence, Tom keeps declaring, "I'm coming right now. I'm going to kill the cockroach." But he never does. The cockroach vanishes. It reappears. It vanishes again. And Tom keeps asking, where did the cockroach run off to? The hunt becomes abstract. The target becomes irrelevant. He's no longer chasing to succeed. He's chasing because chasing is all he knows how to do. And then the final beat. Someone off-screen says, "I have a solution." Not Tom, not Jerry. An external voice. A voice that suggests there's an answer outside the loop. But we never hear the solution. We never see it enacted. The transcript just ends with applause and music, as if the problem resolved itself. But it didn't. The solution was never for Tom. The solution was for us, the audience, to stop watching, to close the loop from the outside, because the characters inside it never could. So here's what actually happened. Jerry drowned. Tom tried to save him. Tom failed. And in the seconds between Jerry going under and Tom accepting that failure, his mind fractured the event into a series of fantasies. A prison escape, where he could be the hero breaking free. A courtroom where Jerry's testimony could absolve him. A cockroach hunt, where the enemy was small and killable, and not the crushing weight of permanent loss. Every wake-up was Tom begging reality to rewind. Every scene change was his consciousness trying to rewrite the ending. But the story doesn't rewrite. The drowning doesn't undo. And somewhere beneath all the loops, all the prisons, all the cockroaches, Jerry's body is still floating. And Tom is still screaming for someone to wake up. Not Jerry himself. Because the real prison was never the building. It was the moment he realized no amount of chasing, escaping, or hunting would ever bring Jerry back. The cartoon doesn't end because the problem doesn't end. It just stops, and Tom is left exactly where he started. Trapped. Drowning. Trying to catch something that's already gone.